Hey, so I like writing stuff. I do like a lot of lore books that is like fan fiction, but mostly from the lore itself. Or I do when I was like young, I I draw stuff and make stories about them. I mean, like I share them with my friends, and it's embarrassing right now to tell in front of people now that I've shared this in this video, in this podcast. But when I was young, I stole a book, like a notebook from my sister. Don't worry, she hates school. She already told me. So so I stole a notebook that she doesn't use anymore and put some like stories in there, drew some stuff. I never showed them in front of my friends because I know it's embarrassing, but it like helps me a ton. Nowadays, when I write stuff, it actually helps me to not stay awake and go to sleep. Um, so anyways, oh, like writing helps me like I do stuff. That's like part of the things I do when I make videos. I don't use Notes app or something like that to make scripted videos, but I use a just paper. Boy, it's satisfying to like see when you write stuff down, then that paper is filled with stuff that you just wrote, and just from the front of the paper to the back is just filled. It's like it's so satisfying in my eye. It's like ASMR, but for the eye. It's so satisfying. It's like an addiction, but without carrots. So I do remember one time where I where I after Avengers Endgame, I after like a month of that, I tried and memorized the script. I remember I wrote a whole script that I memorized from the Avengers Endgame script and just put it there. All of them. It took me 3 months. I've been theorizing all like okay, maybe not, but I do put my theories on notepads. That is pretty cool. I check subreddit, which is I read a lot there. It was 2019 when I did this because there's an empty space for a script to be put, for Avengers Endgame to be put, and I want that to be in the notebook. All of this has been done in one singular notebook. One, my Minecraft lore theories from Roblox lore theories, and now through Avengers Endgame scripts. I put that all through, and my babysitter just burned that. I don't know why, but she used it as a. When there was no electricity, she used it as a fan. Now there is electricity. I guess she burned it or hid it. I don't know why, but she got mad because she knew I stole it from my sister, which she was gonna use, but never did. I know it's fun. So yeah, and also I made a textbook before. I plagiarized Dan TDM's. Wait, not plagiarized. I made a Dan TDM fan fiction book, or the book from Dan TDM thing, and made it a textbook instead of a comic book. Literally. I didn't show all of this to my friends because it's really embarrassing. If you don't know, young me is really stupid at doing climax stuff and ending the stuff. It just never ends. That's the thing. It never ends when I write stuff. If I make a story, I will have to make 25 pages to end it. I don't know why, but I already did that. So when I was on class, and well, I was kind of noisy, but my classmate, I don't want to say his name, but my classmate listed my name, and there's this thing that if your name get listed on the list, you have to write your name, but before that you have to write I'll never be, then put your name, then be noisy or something like that. It's like they think it's a sin. No, it's not a sin. They think that's like you made a sin, so you have to repay that with like that listing. You have to like fill the paper from front to back with your name on it and put I'll never be noisy. But before the be noisy, put your name on it. And for me, that was like very easy. I got listed like 25 times. I don't care. I mean, like, I know I hurt my wrist, but I don't care. I mean, I was just writing stuff down. And plus, uh, it helps me not get focused on other school stuff. It's also an excuse to tell other people that I'm not doing this because I'm doing this. It's a very powerful excuse. If you get your name listed on it, you will realize it's the best thing that has ever happened to you. So like there's this one time where I make a comic book but with more text than like pictures because I was getting kind of bored with texts, so I added a bit of picture book. And still I have never shown this in front of my friends, but I do have like I know where I hide my books, my fan fictions and stuff. I don't do R34. Don't don't think of me like that. Don't think of me like that. To this day, I still have like a notebook that I write stuff down, like experiences to help me go to sleep because I can't go to sleep. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem, but I can't go to sleep. So if I have to stay awake, yeah, someone in the internet just said in r/science, if you stay awake for too long, it will help you to get asleep. So that helps me go to sleep by writing down stuff. I do have a note. I also have a notebook that that I used to this day so I can get my handwriting better. I don't know why, but because my handwriting sucks, when I write stuff down, nobody can read stuff. It's like a strong font. Like earlier this day I had class and it started off with a prayer. Then the prayer has a strong font. I'm not kidding. I only read like half the sentence of the prayer. I can't read it because it has like those cursive, really old Egyptian style cursive things. You have to like go and take a math class to know what kind of font and how do you read it. It's hard. So I have to like make a notebook that helps me improve my writing skills and my writing handwriting because this was pre-corona days. My friend asked me why is my handwriting like this? Why does it suck? I know it sucks. I don't care. That's what I said, but he said you need to improve your handwriting. So I said no. He said why? And I said so here's a specific reason for it. Because when I get accused of crime stuff, police people will track me down using my handwriting. So I don't know why I thought of this because I'll never do a crime. Come on. so so they'll never track me down because I have different handwritings. And that handwriting, no one will ever understand what that means. I was so secretive that day. I never wanted to be an author because it sounds boring and crap. I don't know. But it's not on my wanted to be list. I never wanted to be an author. just writing stuff down makes me like comfortable from stuff. It's like it's like an escape from reality, or just writing fan fictions. Or what if, Marvel what ifs. I did that before. It's like, what if the other Avengers got snapped away? I'm a Marvel stan. Don't I'm a Marvel stan. Don't judge me. I write a lot of Marvel fan theories back in the day. And still to this day on subreddit. On theories, I guess. I do remember like memorizing the script. It it's very cool when you like memorize Avengers Endgame script because that's 3 hours long. So in this TV channel thing, there's like this channel like replays the movie for like all week. One movie then replays all week in different times. That was 2019, and I rewatched Avengers Endgame for a whole week, still memorizing the Avengers script, but I don't memorize it to this day because it was 2 years ago or 1 year ago. So like I memorized the script, put it on a notebook, so if I ever forget the script, I'll I'll remember it. Before I go to sleep that day, every night I've been memorizing the Avengers Endgame script. That was 2019, a year ago. And now I forgot. Just after 5 months of not memorizing every night. How embarrassing is that? But seriously though, writing is a huge stuff that I do a lot. Even if it's like typing stuff or essays. I mean like essay, it's not I'm not good at that. Yeah. So like there's this one time where I had an essay. I had my aunt to like help me do stuff because she's like very good at doing essays and stuff. So I have to like ask her, will she help me that night? And I didn't. My aunt did it all. My aunt did it all. So I did it. I wrote it because it was this was like 2 months ago. I wrote it now. Now I submitted it to the teachers stuff, to the principal or whatever the heck, whoever the event organizer is or stuff. And then they never told us who won the essay competition. I was like, huh? That was confusing moment. I was waiting for like this day I'm still waiting for who won the competition. I'm still a little bit grumpy about it, but I'll never be grumpy as I wrote the Avengers Endgame script, the whole script. I'll never stop. Remember, I will never forget that moment. I don't think I still have it to this day. Do I? I do think I still have it to this day. It's like on a big piece of paper and just like 7 or 50. It filled out like half. I don't know how to explain the Avenger Endgame script. So I have like a lot of paper just and I stapled it. I have to like tape it all together at the top because I can't like staple it together. It's too thick, so I can't staple it. So I have to like tape it at the top, and it worked 55% at a time. And now I guess someone hidden it. I don't like that. And this room became a basement, so or an attic, or maybe both. So I can't find it today, or maybe next year. Oh yeah, I wrote like a letter for myself. Like I wrote a letter for myself. Like it was like October 2020. I wrote a letter for myself for myself in 5 years, and also for 10 years. I asked myself, is Rickrolling still a thing? I was okay. Young me was like Rickrolling people. Don't judge me. I like Rickrolling people. I eventually got tired of Rickrolling people, but I still Rickroll other people. Maybe twice a week. I don't know. Anyways, writing can give you an opportunity or entertainment. It's for me it's both. And for sleeping. So if you want some of that, you can do it. You can write stuff every night if you can't sleep, then maybe you can go to sleep after writing stuff down. It's actually pretty fun when you do a little doodle when you start off with a letter. It's very entertaining or something like that. I never wanted to be an author. No, that's not in my wanted to be list. Never ever. But it is kind of fun. Maybe I'll give an author a chance. I've authored stuff before. Well, maybe you could try that. I have nothing to talk about anymore.